Hello, and welcome to session 2 of Ways to Wellbeing. So I just wanted to say at this early stage that this is not a Kumye how-to manual. That's already been done. This book, Kumye Tibetan Yoga, written by Tarthang Tulku Rinpoche. He's the Tibetan teacher who brought Kumye to the West, and he systemized and adapted the ancient lineage of Kumye teachings for Western students and modern lifestyles. So this is the manual that that we're referring to, sure, but what we're doing more here is like a magazine. Let's think of it as a magazine. It's to inspire and enthuse, perhaps for you to continue with Kumye, to do more Kumye, but really to do whatever you do with a different quality of awareness, an openness, and maybe a fundamental well-being in whatever it is we do. Which brings me to some feedback I got after the last session. So it's from someone who's done a Kumye retreat with me at Dzogchen Beara. And they were saying, this is good, this works. And actually that it reminded her of being at Dzogchen Beara. So that's wonderful, that's nice to hear. But there is a but. Except you used to encourage us to smile, and that always relaxed our being, reminding us not to hold. So that's, I'm going to say it again. You used to encourage us to smile, and that always relaxed our being, reminding us not to hold. So that's a very important point for several reasons. One is, I was reflecting on it and I realized that when I'm in a room with people and I see them exercising and they're trying very hard to do it exactly right, it's like a mirror for me and my own patterns, and it makes me, I enjoy that, so that I remember then to tell people to lighten up, remind people to lighten up. And then when we're all sitting in the room and I'm looking at lots of soldiers sitting like this, concentrating very intently, trying to remember all the instructions, again, from my own experience, I know, okay, it's time to lighten up. But when I'm sitting here, I'm not reminded of your glum faces while you're doing the exercises and the intense concentration as we're sitting. So I forget. So excuse me, it's my fault. So I'm telling us now, I'm reminding us now, let's enjoy ourselves. And it's connected with what what I said just a moment ago about a different quality of awareness and openness. Because when we relax the holding, we just let go. Just let it be, relax the holding, then that's the openness comes naturally. It's not like we're learning something new. It's like we arrive naturally when we let go of the holding. So I think this could become, or it will become, a theme for the following sessions now. We're going to relax the holding. We have to remember to smile, and we have to learn a stillness without holding still. So being still, but not holding the stillness. When we release and open, the stillness arrives naturally. Let's begin. We'll stand. And you don't need much space. At least you don't have to stand on a fish box like me. So we feel the contact with the fish box or the ground. And we feel our breath, breathing evenly through nose and mouth. Then you can put your hands on your hips and then lift the heel of your left foot. And then as you let the heel of your left foot down, as the left heel goes down, the right heel comes up. And again, so we're switching from one foot to the other. As one heel is lifting, the other goes down. And when you feel there's a nice rhythm, like it's smooth, And you're aware when all your weight is on your left foot and then switching all your weight on your right foot. You can feel that weight exchange. And of course, the moment where you're standing on the toes only. And we can go a little bit quicker. And then slow it down. Until we come to a stop. Keeping your hands on your hips for a moment. And then let your hands slide down the sides of your body. And just relax with your arms by your sides. So Kumye is a path of meditation or relaxation that works through the body. So we bring our attention into the body. To any feelings and sensations that were stimulated by our stepping movement. And now start walking on the spot, just walking normally. Use your arms. Feel your feet on the ground as they're touching the ground and lifting from the ground. You can mirror that with your hands if you want. I think I'm going the opposite way around, but that's okay. And now let's walk reggae, a reggae walk, so all of your body joins in. I don't know if you're walking or dancing. Hands, fingers, wrists, elbows. It's a bit of a boy dance, this, but but I'm sure the ladies are making it graceful. Shoulders, head. Don't fall off your fish box, whatever happens. And come to a stop. Again, attention in the body. And then we come back to our chair. Bring any feelings or sensations, whatever your experience of your inner environment, bring it back to the chair. And so we sit physically still. Breath comes to the foreground. We feel the breath as it enters the body through nose and mouth. And we feel the breath as it leaves the body through nose and mouth. Breathing through nose and mouth is said to feed the head and the heart equally. So it might feel quite unfamiliar, but it's worth trying. No, don't try. We're not trying. Experiment with it. And our posture, we feel the ground beneath us. We feel very grounded, stable. Sitting with the steadfast majesty of a mountain. Open to the sky above us. Centered in our heart. So our attention is in the body, but it's spacious. We're not focusing too intently. We feel the ground beneath us. We feel the breath. We're aware of feelings and sensations in the body we can't do that if our focus is too narrow. We need to open the aperture a little bit, a light, gentle attention. That allows the feelings and sensations to move and change. Okay, so we'll begin the exercises. The first exercise is number 15 from the Kumye book. It's called loosening up, very appropriate for today, loosening up. So we need to keep our spine straight and still and our head still facing forward. And then we're going to be rotating the shoulders. So you can move your left shoulder back, and as your left shoulder goes back, your right shoulder comes forward. This will feel awkward at first because we're used to moving our head and our shoulders together, but now they're moving independently, shoulders only. So the left shoulder is back and the right shoulder is forward. Breathing evenly through nose and mouth. Left shoulder coming forward, moving slowly and feeling the movement. Now the right shoulder is back and the left shoulder forward. We're still looking straight ahead. Begin moving the right shoulder forward. Left shoulder goes all the way back, looking straight ahead, breathing evenly through nose and mouth. Loosening up. So we're loosening up. What are we loosening up? Relax your belly, the sides of your body. Become aware of any holding in your belly, in the sides of your body. Bring the breath there, release, and let it go. The left shoulder begins to move forward, feeling the movement. Right shoulder back. Again, releasing any holding in the belly, any holding in the sides of our body. Surrendering to this unusual posture, dropping any resistance. Maybe the right shoulder goes back another millimeter or two. Sitting up straight, the spine is tall. Right shoulder coming forward. Feeling the movement as the shoulders rotate around the spine. Left shoulder back for the third and final time, loosening up. Where are you holding on? Smile with your face and let it spread throughout the body. Feel the smile, as if the cells of your body were smiling. Left shoulder beginning to come forward, feeling the movement as the shoulders rotate around the spine. All the important energy centers are in the spine, so we're gently massaging the spine by this movement. And then left shoulder coming forward. Sorry, right shoulder forward. Right shoulder coming forward until we're back in the sitting posture. Sitting upright and alert, yet relaxed. And no doubt we have feelings and sensations along the length of our spine now. So we can release any holding in the chest or the throat. And in the belly. Release any holding in the belly. I forgot to say, of course, about all the Kumya exercises. If we have any spine, neck issues or have a recent operation or are pregnant, we take it particularly easily. So you know what works for you. You know how to move and how much to move. So the throat center is very important. So next we'll do lightning thoughts, number 17 in the book. So lightening thoughts, light, not heavy. So today we'll call it lightening up. Stay with the theme. Lightening up. Letting go, releasing any holding, particularly in the throat. So the head comes forward, the chin moves down towards the chest. Feel the back of the neck opening and lengthening. The head begins to move back up. Breathing evenly through nose and mouth. The chin continues moving up. The mouth falls open when the chin is high, and we feel the throat opening, the chest lifting and the throat opening. And then the chin begins to move down again, feeling that movement until we're looking straight ahead. And then the chin continues down towards the chest. We feel the back of the neck opening and lengthening, but also we can release any holding in the throat. And we really may only become aware of it now as the throat is compacting a little with the head forward. Maybe that reveals some holding in the throat. And we just silently repeat to ourselves, letting go, relaxing. And you feel the back of the neck and across the back of your shoulders opening and lengthening. The head starts moving up. We move smoothly, giving each part of the exercise equal attention. The chin continues up. Mouth falls open, breathing evenly and easily through nose and mouth. Now the front of the body opening. Let the sunshine in. Then the head coming forward. Light attention on the back of the neck as the head coming forward until we're looking straight ahead. And then for the final time, the head goes down. Pause there for a moment. Head coming back up, looking straight ahead. Final time high. And then the head coming back down until we're looking straight ahead. Pause there for a few breaths. Our mind is nurtured, nourished by feelings and sensations in the body. It's less easily distracted, kind of comfortable with our attention resting with the feelings and sensations in the body. So then we move our left ear to our left shoulder. Feel the right side of the neck from the ear to the shoulder opening and lengthening. In an even movement, in a smooth movement, the head comes back up to the center. Right ear to right shoulder. Head coming back up. Left ear, left shoulder. Back to the center. And to the right. And to the center. Start to feel a rhythm to the movement. Final time to the left. To the center. And to the right for the last time. And to the center. Smiling. We all forgot, didn't we? Now the kiss of death in Kumye is to do the exercises automatically by rote. Oh yeah, I know this one, we've done this one. So we're going to do the head rotations, but differently this time. So even for those of us that do this exercise every day or have done it many times, this time we're just going to make small circles with our head and a little bit faster. So the head comes forward and to the left shoulder, a little bit, sorry. Even I'm forgetting now with my instructions, I'm going automatic. So little circles and a little bit quicker. And when I do this, I find that I'm not making good circles. I'm sort of making a nice circle one side and flattening it out the other side. So move your head, rotating. They're small circles. Don't try and do the big circles. And a little bit quicker. And become aware of any feelings or sensations in your neck and your throat. I've got all sorts of sensations and noises. Feels like I've got crystalline sugar or treacle in the neck. And then find a place that feels comfortable to you and then reverse the rotation. So again, don't go habitually into big, just make little circles and a little bit faster than you would normally go. So just a little bit faster than you feel you want to. And then we can slow it down. Now we'll slow it down. Becomes almost massage quality. The circles get a little bit bigger and smoother and slower. And again, do the slow circles in the opposite directions, so towards the left shoulder and back and round. And then pause with your head forward, your chin forward, and then just bring your head back up until we're back in the sitting posture. So our attention is in the body. We're sitting physically still, but there is movement in the stillness. Feelings and sensations in the body, maybe thoughts rising or ideas rising. We let the ideas or the risings, the images, we just pay them no special attention and they dissolve. We don't follow them. They leave. If we don't think on them, they leave. And with the feelings and sensations, we give them lots of space so that they can move and change and interact. So we're being still. We feel the stillness. We're being still, but we're not holding still. There's an openness. And if you've been distracted, the moment you become aware you've been distracted, that's wonderful. You're back. So our attention in the body, feelings and sensations in the body. So we're going to do 2 standing exercises now. So again, you don't feel you have to stop what you're doing. We can bring our experience to the standing position. And the first exercise we'll do is number 59. It's called Transforming Emotions, which is always a very appealing title. We all want to transform emotions, don't we? And it's about locating places of tension or blockage and releasing them, which you could say is what an emotion is. It's a holding, it's a tension, and so we're learning we can do that physically and emotionally and mentally, letting go of blockages and tensions. So we will stand. And when we stand, we first of all connect with the ground. We feel our weight evenly distributed, left and right, front and back. So we feel the ground beneath us. And also, the knees are not locked. So if your knees are pushed back, that's locked. So there's a slight bend in the knee. We bring our belly into our spine a little, our navel into the spine, just a little. It's almost like it's an attention thing. We bring our attention to the navel and just draw it into the spine a little. And the chest is up, the shoulders wide, and the chin in a little. But we're still not trying hard. You'll find as if we adjust, make small adjustments, we'll find these adjustments feel very natural, and that's when we can fully relax in a standing position, when the posture is good. So breathing evenly through nose and mouth. Let tension ebb from your entire body. Just let it fall away, especially the chest and the throat. And maybe we get a sense as we're standing here how tiny adjustments in muscles and energy affect our balance. That's what often happens to us with emotions. They throw us off balance. So by feeling the emotion or feeling the tension and releasing it, we come back into balance. So number 15, transforming emotions. I'm going to demonstrate it first. I'll turn sideways to do that. We place our hands on our shoulders like this, and then we're bending the knees. But the important thing is, so please see this, is that we're not doing this, okay? It's a small movement, and the back stays vertical and the chin in. So sometimes you might do it a little bit like this. I'm exaggerating a little bit. What we need to do is bring the chin in a little so the back of the neck aligns with the spine and the spine is vertical and it stays that way. And when we bend the knees, it's like the knees are going out over the toes and our backside is moving down towards our heels. So we're not going too much. The movement isn't too much. Okay. It looks just about okay. So now I'll turn forward. And the feet are just a comfortable distance apart. As you can see, we're not leaning, we don't need, just a comfortable distance apart. And so then bring your left hand to your right shoulder and your right hand to your left shoulder. And get comfortable in that position first of all. And then breathing evenly through nose and mouth, we lower. So the knees bend, the knees going out over the toes and your backside going down towards your heels just a little. And we come to a place, we lower to a place where the heels start lifting off the ground a little bit. We feel like maybe we're losing our balance. And just locate any tension. Where are you holding now? So just scan your body. Where is the tension? Where is the point that prevents you lowering any further? And bring the breath there. And just release and relax. And then come up just a small bit to a point where you feel a place of balance, you're back in balance, and a place of power, a place of energy, you could say. So it's just a little bit further up. We just stay there for a moment. And then as we straighten our legs, we unfold our arms in a wide, graceful movement. It could be worse. You could be doing this exercise standing on a fish box. So relaxing with our hands by our sides. We'll do the exercise again. So this time our right hand goes to our left shoulder and our left hand to our right shoulder. And we relax fully in this position. And then we bend the knees going forward, over the toes, the butt towards the heels, to a place where we can't lower any further, and it feels like the heels are coming off the ground, a little bit beginning to lose our balance. Where are we holding? Where's the tension? Probably in your legs, in your belly. Learning to relax in the tension, through the tension. Where places of blockage can become places of energy flowing again. Then come up just a millimeter or so to a place where you feel balance. You feel energy and balance. Still, there might be tension in your thighs or a little bit of pressure on your knees. And then very slowly, as we straighten our legs very slowly, we release the hands, the arms. Transforming, holding, melting tension so that the energy can flow again. And a third time, so the left hand goes up to our right shoulder, feeling that movement as your right hand goes up to your left shoulder. Feel your hands, your fingers moving through space. Breathing evenly through nose and mouth. Relax your shoulders and your arms, bending the legs at the knees to a place where you feel the balance is starting to go. Your heels coming up off the ground a little. Chin is in, back of the neck aligned with the spine. Spine is tall. Locating tension, releasing, holding. Surrender into this position. And then come up just a small amount, just till we feel the feet flat, firm on the ground. Breathing into any holding or tension in this position. Can we relax fully in this position? And then coordinating the straightening of the legs with the opening of the arms. Can you feel both? Your awareness is in the body. The legs are straightening, the arms are opening. Arms relaxing by our sides. Breathing into the belly. as if the breath is touching the root of your spine. Then we come back to the sitting position. So when we arrive back on the chair, we feel the ground beneath us, open to the sky above us, centered in our heart. The posture is upright and alert. So now we've tuned back into that. We don't need to instruct ourselves anymore. Just being still without holding still. Until being open becomes our protection. Things don't affect us so deeply. We're able to enjoy more simple pleasures, and disappointments don't hurt us so much when we're open. If we're open, what comes in goes out when there's no holding. William Blake, he who binds to himself a joy, does the winged life destroy. He who kisses the joy as it flies, lives in eternity's sunrise. No holding, no grasping. That's the winged life, which is quite a good coincidence because now we're going to do an exercise called flying. And as Toni Morrison, the American writer, wrote, if you want to fly, you've got to let go of the shit that's weighing you down. It's very profound. Let's stand. Bring your experience to the standing position. Maybe I'm moving too quickly for you now, but drop any resistance and just go with it. Yes, it's all good. Can we find that stillness now in the standing position? We're balanced, our posture is good, we're breathing evenly through nose and mouth. And exercise flying, it's number 22 in the book. It's very good for bringing the feeling into the heart center. So we connect with our breathing, so we're aware of our breath, we feel the breath as it enters the body and it leaves the body. And then we let our arms move out to our sides, and they're going to go above our head. So hopefully you have enough space to move your arms out to the sides of your body. And you're feeling the movement. The fingers and the hands are moving through space. Does space have a texture? Aware of the different feeling tones as your hands move up above your head until the backs of the hands are facing but not touching. We don't arch the spine too much or at all. The spine is straight. We reach up, our feet flat on the ground, reaching up and exhaling fully. Then the hands start moving slowly down. And we may feel some heaviness in our arms or tension in our shoulders, moving slowly through the tension. Melts. It melts. The energy can flow again. So resist the temptation to rush, to hurry. And be directly engaged in the movement. We relax with our arms by our sides. You may want to wriggle your shoulders or move your neck a little bit. Then stand quite still. Not holding still, being still. Holding is effort. Being is natural. Our arms coming up again. Or hands and arms moving up. Attention in the fingers and the hands and the different feeling tones as the hands move up to the height of our heart, towards our heart, and when they're at the height of our heart, past the height of our heart. Relax your belly and your thighs. Arms above our head, backs of the hands facing each other and close but not touching. So they're close but not touching. Feet flat on the floor, reaching up. Stand tall. Touch the sky. Exhale fully. And then very slowly, hands moving apart, arms moving down. Smiling with our face and in our body. Give any feelings and sensations lots of space to move, change, flow, interact within our body and even beyond the body. Don't feel you have to contain everything. Let go. And a final time, the arms moving out, the hands moving up. And this time you can imagine the energy of your heart overflowing out through your arms and your fingers into the world. You're offering all your qualities, your talents, love, compassion, joy, equanimity, passing through your body into the world, from your heart through your body. backs of the hands are facing and close, but not touching, reaching up, exhaling fully. How is your mind? As the arms start coming down, we now visualize the energy and vitality of the universe flowing in through our hands, down our arms, and filling our heart. All the goodness and nourishment filling our being. As we stand relaxing, our attention is in the body, feelings and sensations in the body. Bring your experience back to the sitting position. So when we become aware of feelings or sensations in the body that has a location, if we bring the breath there, give it space, it can move and change. And we can do that in daily life. When we hear a story of Italians singing on balconies, there's a feeling in our body we can enjoy, we can bring our attention to that feeling. And the same when we hear that there's restrictions on our movement, that has a feeling too. Where in my body? What? We don't ask how or why. Just come into our body. Where am I feeling that? Bring the breath there. It can dissolve. It can change. At least it can change and move. Eventually, it can dissolve. We can try and work things out with our head. Good luck with that. But if we come into our body, where are we feeling? And let there be an openness, a relaxation around that feeling, then things can change. So right now, with our attention in the body, we feel nourished, nurtured by the feelings and sensations of our whole body, not stuck in the head, in our whole body. And there is feelings, movement and change, but there is a stillness in the movement. Or you could say the movement does not change the stillness. The stillness allows the movement. So we'll sit for 1 more minute. No instruction, just be. In fact, for the last few moments, without moving physically, staying in the posture, just stop meditating, just be. Okay. Thank you very much. That's the end of session 2. And I hope you'll join us for session 3. Thank you.